Okay guys, here we go again. This is my third take on this video. I screw it up all the time. We're in the situation room here, as you can see. Never mind the flags, you know, it's out there. It could be the Israeli flag, American, Russian, whatever, Colombian flag. It doesn't matter. I was looking for a situation room, so I found this, so I put it back there in the internet, okay? No affiliations here with anyone. I'm not affiliated really with any government. I think they all suck. Jim's government is the only one that's really my government. It's the only one that I count on. But I found this on GBTC. And I know I wasn't going to talk about Grayscale anymore, but it's okay. It's positive. You can look at it as positive. It's something for me to look at again. Who knows? Maybe I'll just put my money back in here. I don't know. Right now I'm kind of like, wearing a little skirt and acting like a little girl, 12-year-old girl, jumping around from one to another. It's fine. It's my money. I do what I want. Your money, you do what you want. You're responsible for your money. I'm responsible for mine. I do what I need to do. And that's how it works. I found this on GBTC and I wanted to share it with you. Let's go over here real quick. In 2013, just to give you a little background. No, you can't see that. Okay. 2013 GBTC, just to give you a background, launched as a private placement for accredited investors. 2014, Grayscale began seeking SEC approval to convert it to a publicly traded ETF fund. SEC repeatedly denied. Okay, order filled. I bought the Polkadot. It went down quite a bit today, so that's good. Which I put in order to buy low, which is nice. Okay, so I got my Polkadot. By the way, it was Grayscale began working with Davis Polk low term. Kind of interesting. Polkadot. Okay. 2014 to 2021, SEC denied GBTC's application repeatedly for ETF status. 2021, SEC approved the Bitcoin's futures ETFs. 2022, Grayscale tried again. ETF was denied again by SEC. 2023, Grayscale won a court order for approval for an SEC. SEC's denial order. So basically, Grayscale reinstated that, and they got a court order for that. So January 2024, SEC finally approved by force by a court Grayscale's application to convert GBTC into a spot coin ETF. Now this is because this battle was because in 2021 SEC approved the Bitcoin's futures ETFs, and the battle was on from here on. So basically, from 2014 to 2024. This battle has been taking place. Okay, let's see. Where are we? So, what do we have here? Yeah, you can see it. January 2024. We had actually around this November, August or so, 2023, Bitcoin started moving up. And from right about what was it? Actually, this is GBTC, $18 or so. It had done its little run over here. Get out of there! Oh yeah. Here, let me try this. Okay, it did its run here along with Bitcoin, and right about here it's January 2024. If anything, it kind of went up quite a bit, along with Bitcoin. And I'm going to show you comparing the two charts. Okay, can you see it? Yeah, okay. Excuse me. 2024, January 2000. Okay, this is when both of them went up quite a bit. They spiked up quite a bit. And as you can see, it's not that GBTC just can't continue going kind of sideways, you know? It kind of continued to prep the pattern that Bitcoin, it kind of separated here a little bit. You know, there's a separation here. Why? I don't know, but this is where, you know, before, okay, this is after and this is before. It's pretty much doing what, you know, the underlying cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in the gold, Grayscale, Bitcoin. GBTC is in the blue. And as you can see, all the way to 2020, they're pretty much moving in rhythm, you know, and they're dancing together pretty well. You know, there's more separation because there's a lot of, you know, the price is getting bigger. Eventually, can they come together? I don't know. I'm not going to forecast anything, but you don't have, like, you know, a steep drop. You don't have a sideways movement. You have a movement that's moving along, and this is GBTC. Okay, it's a more popular, you know, coin and perhaps trust. Probably the most popular trust that they have, but they're moving right along, which is nice to see for those people that are holding Bitcoin Cash, Grayscale, BCHG, and LTCN. About the other trust, you know, if they ever apply, it might be, I don't know, you know, it could be tomorrow, it could be 10 years from now, maybe never. Now, as far as converting these into a trust, I'm not going to say that the same steps happen, but it kind of tells you 10 years for to get the trust approved. It's a long time. And if they can argue the same points with what happened in 2021, so it took like two years for things to have changed. And now Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin, it's been about a year, I think, since they applied. They could get approved, but then again, it's like, I don't think, looking at the price of, you know, no financial advice here or anything, I'm just thinking, okay? I'm putting my thoughts out there, and not that you got to do what I'm saying, but what I think is, obviously, just looking at the chart on Bitcoin and Bitcoin Grayscale, the movement of the price is pretty much the same. It's not, you know, it hasn't dropped. It hasn't dropped. Of course, you know, there's the amount of coins and so forth that GBTC may have, and the other trusts may have. You know, you could make another study with that. But I just wanted to show that. Perhaps add that on to the reason to probably hold BCH. Who knows? I might just come back. I might just come back and put everything back into it. If it goes down, I don't know. It all depends. But I'm not out completely. You know, I still have some in some other accounts. I have that HSAN and the other one. Who knows? I might just leave them in there. But it's a big mountain to climb, especially file G. However, when that mad money comes in, it just we saw it yesterday with BCH and BCHG. Everybody had a beautiful day yesterday, and it's down again, but it did something. It didn't. It wasn't that like we kind of thought that it was kind of. You got this thing up like this, and then it's just like going sideways. But it moved according to what it did yesterday. So I just wanted to share that. I know I wasn't going to talk about Grayscale, but hey, I still have some, and we'll see. I don't know. I mean, cryptocurrency is a strange universe, guys. It's like, yeah, so many curveballs thrown at you. Fear of this coming ETF thing. Hey, it's not that bad. If you look at it, if you're looking at GBTC versus BTC, when I got converted, it didn't seem to had much of a. It didn't seem to have much of an impact. And probably the same thing with once the fear calms down, the mad money comes in. I mean, mad money, the people that just throw it. They just throw it on to see if they can capture more. And the last guy standing, he's he holds all the bags for about 6 years or so. That's terrible, but okay, that's all I got for today. That's all I wanted to cover. Did I talk about the situation? It was just a picture that I got from the internet. Okay, don't be offended. I guess you can see some flags there. Hey, it could be the Israeli flag, it could be the American flag, Russian flag, whatever.